Google accidentally released a highly advanced piece of software to the public, realized their mistake, and completely scrubbed it from the internet moments later. The public is highly familiar with standard chatbots that live on remote servers. This software operates on a completely different architecture. On May 1st, a mysterious package appeared on the Play Store under the name com.google.research.air.cosmo. If we look closely at the download interface, the file size is massive. It weighs in at over 1 gigabyte. Text-based apps are generally a few megabytes. An installation this large indicates the software is moving permanently into the phone's operating system. That gigabyte of data contains a localized version of the Gemini Nano model. It downloads the actual artificial intelligence directly onto the hardware. As this diagram shows, localized processing completely cuts ties with the cloud. The computations happen internally, letting the device execute complex tasks without an internet connection. Let me know in the comments if you can remember the last time a trillion-dollar tech company accidentally hit publish on a secret project, only to panic and delete it minutes later. Google is taking the processing power out of distant server farms and placing it directly inside your pocket. Because a few early users managed to install the software before Google pulled the plug, we have the actual application files. We can see exactly what it is programmed to do. The code includes specific triggers called Calendar Event Suggester and List Tracker. If you text a friend about picking up coffee and bagels on Tuesday, the software automatically builds the grocery list and blocks out the time on your schedule. It also includes a browser agent and a deep research tool. Give it a complex prompt, and it navigates multiple websites in the background to compile a full multi-source report. Picture relying on these orchestration tools out here. You are driving through a dead zone, miles from a cell tower, and your phone is still actively organizing your schedule, scraping data, and writing documents. Smartphones usually sit idle until you tap a screen. These embedded features turn the device into an active participant, managing tasks without waiting for instructions. To build a grocery list or set a timer, the software has to know what you are discussing, but you never actually open the app to tell it. It achieves this awareness by tapping directly into Android's Accessibility Service API. This API grants permission to scan and ingest every piece of text and image on your screen, 24 hours a day. Users have routing options. Process this scraped data locally on the Nano model, send it to a remote server, or use a hybrid. Drop a comment below. Would you give an application permission to watch your screen at all times in exchange for complete offline automation? Getting a phone that proactively does your chores requires a direct trade. You have to give the software unrestricted access to your entire digital footprint. If this software works, we have to look at why Google rushed to delete the live page in a matter of hours. The Play Store listing was a mess. The upload featured squished screenshots with incorrect aspect ratios, and early testers reported that the screen reading execution was full of bugs. It was clearly an unfinished test build. The timing of the leak is the critical piece of evidence. This happened in early May, just weeks before Google I/O, the company's biggest developer conference of the year. The consensus across the tech industry is that this was meant to be their massive keynote reveal. An early, accidental upload ruined their own surprise. The rapid deletion reveals their panic. They accidentally exposed their flagship mobile architecture for the upcoming year. Google's mistake gives us a direct look at the macro direction of the entire mobile tech industry. The process of opening a separate app and typing a prompt into a text box is coming to an abrupt end. The hardware and software are converging on invisible, context-aware agents. These programs run continuously in the background, executing actions based on what they observe. If you want to understand how these architectural shifts will impact your devices, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. The next iteration of software is not built to answer your questions. It is designed to silently navigate your digital life on your behalf.